Hello there again. It's that time. On the way home, I felt like I wanted to do another reading from the Book of Mormon. And I know we're chapter 5 now, which actually, compared to what we have been reading, is a relatively small chapter. Only 22 verses. So I should get through this rather quickly. And I actually really like this chapter because one of the main characters is made very human, and I think a lot of us, wives especially, can relate. But like my friend suggested, I am going to leave you with a question to ponder at the end, because I think that's a nice way to interact. Jolly good. So chapter 6 is even smaller. That would be like a 20-second one. I might do chapter 5 and 6 together actually, because it's not long at all. Maybe not, maybe. I'll decide when I'm at the end of chapter 5. But yeah, I love reading the Book of Mormon, especially dramatically. I feel like I'm doing a good thing here, and for me as well. I really enjoy it. Okay, enough of me yappering. I'm going to get on with it and then delight you all. And it came to pass that after we had come down into the wilderness unto our father, behold, he was filled with joy. And also my mother, Sarai, was exceedingly glad, for she had truly mourned for us because of us. For she had supposed that we had perished in the wilderness. And she also had complained against my father, telling him that he was a visionary man, saying, Behold, thou hast led us forth from the land of our inheritance, and my sons are no more, and we perish in the wilderness. And after this manner of language had my mother complained against my father. I like the way Lehi responds. And it came to pass that my father spake unto her, saying, I know that I am a visionary man. For if I had not seen the things of God in a vision, I should not have known the goodness of God, but have tarried at Jerusalem and perished with my brethren. But behold, I have obtained a land of promise, in the which things I do rejoice. Yea, I know that the Lord will deliver my sons out of the hands of Laban, and bring them down again unto us in the wilderness. And after this manner of language did my father Lehi comfort my mother Sarai concerning us while we were journeying in the wilderness up to the land of Jerusalem to obtain the record of the Jews. I just love that interaction between them both. They don't have an argument. Sarai has, it's just beautiful. And when we had returned to the tent of my father, behold, their joy was full, and my mother was comforted. And she spake, saying, Now I know of a surety that the Lord hath commanded my husband to flee into the wilderness. Yea, and I also know of a surety that the Lord hath protected my sons, and delivered them out of the hands of Laban, and given them power whereby they could accomplish the thing which the Lord hath commanded them. And after this manner of language did she speak. And it came to pass that they did rejoice exceedingly. There's a lot of joy going on here, a lot of relief, a lot of like, oh my goodness, the Lord's hand is amazing, the Lord is amazing. And did offer sacrifice and burnt offerings unto the Lord, which is obviously the law of Moses, and they gave thanks unto the God of Israel. And after they had given thanks unto the God of Israel, my father Lehi took the records which were engraven upon the plates of brass, and he did search them from the beginning. I love that. These are precious, and he is searching. He is searching them. He's so excited, so enthusiastic. Is that how we treat our scriptures, or is it just a thing to do? I know sometimes it's a thing to do for me. Sometimes it is a checklist. Sometimes it is I want to be obedient. I'm tired. Not much is going to go in, but I love the Lord. And sometimes that is just all it needs to be. Have you guys ever had that before? I'm sure you have, and you're lying if you haven't. And he beheld that they did contain the 5 books of Moses, which gave an account of the creation of the world, and also of Adam and Eve, who were our first parents, and also a record of the Jews from the beginning, even down to the commencement of the reign of Zedekiah, king of Judah, and also the prophecies of the holy prophets from the beginning, even down to the commencement of the reign of Zedekiah, and also many prophecies which have been spoken by the mouth of Jeremiah, who was another Old Testament prophet. And it came to pass that my father Lehi also found upon the plates of brass a genealogy, family history of his fathers, wherefore he knew that he was a descendant of, drumroll please, Joseph. Yea, even that Joseph who was the son of Jacob, who was sold into Egypt. We all know that story. And who was preserved by the hand of the Lord. There's a funny theme going on in this family. A lot of preservation from the Lord. That he might preserve his father Jacob and all his household from perishing with famine. And if you pay attention to this family, you will find these themes throughout that as well. These blessings. And they were also led out of captivity and out of the land of Egypt by that same God who had preserved them. And thus my father Lehi did discover the genealogy of his fathers. And Laban also was a descendant of Joseph, wherefore he and his fathers had kept the records, and that is how we know that they are related. Perhaps not, closely related, but they, distant maybe, but they are descendants, they are family. That explains a lot. There's always a black sheep in the family. And now, when my father saw all these things, he was filled with the Spirit and began to prophesy concerning his seed, that these plates of brass should go forth unto all nations, kindreds, tongues, and people who were of his seed, his ancestry. Wherefore, he said that these plates of brass should never perish, neither should they be dimmed by any more by time, so they won't be hidden. And he prophesied many things concerning his seed. And it came to pass that thus far I and my father had kept the commandments wherewith the Lord had commanded us. And we had obtained the records which the Lord had commanded us, and searched them, and found that they were desirable, yea, even of great worth unto us, insomuch that we could preserve the commandments of the Lord unto our children. And that's really what any parent who loves the Lord wants for their child. Wherefore, it was wisdom in the Lord that we should carry them with us as we journeyed in the wilderness towards the land of promise. So really, my question for you to post down in the comments to respond to are, how have you seen the Lord preserve you or your families and your family's life in whatever way that looks like to you in your life thus far? How have you seen the Lord preserve? For me, I'm going to be honest, Stephen, when he was going through his cancer, he was very much preserved by the Lord, and he was also protected with his other health issues. So yeah, that straight away comes to me, that he was very much preserved by the Lord, because we try to be true and faithful to our covenants that we've made with him. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys.